Yo, 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 welcome back to the live stream. It's your boy Tokyo Stoner, and we are back in business. Today we're going to be playing the Stellar Blade demo. I'm having a look at these skill trees and trying to make some sense of them. So yeah, we'll start off with the attack skill tree. You can see each skill tree is broken up into these sections, and each section deals with its own kind of area, specialty. So yeah, in the top left is the stealth skill tree. You got the assault attack, which is like an aerial stealth takedown. You got ambush, which is like a ground level stealth takedown. And then you got chain charge, which gives you a charged attack that you can kind of combo off of after a stealth attack. So if there's more than one enemy in the area, you can stealth attack one, and then it lets you do like a charge attack on, one of the surrounding enemies. This beta energy theft. So a lot of the skill trees you're going to see all across the board, like they'll have little beta energy recharges. Obviously, any beta energy recharge is to do with these. These are your L1 special moves, right? We'll get into that later, but having a higher level of beta recharge is pretty good in this game, I reckon. So yeah, over here, this whole thing is basically about beta. So the beta energy recharge 1, beta energy recharge 2, but this beta chain, this is one of my favorite skills that I've come across in the whole game so far, in the whole demo at least. Basically, at the end of your combo, if you hold the last attack, your weapon, the blade, it glows red, and you also get a level of armor on your attack where you can armor through certain things, and you can also break the poise of certain enemies by hitting these, and it increases your beta recharge. So yeah, beta chain is highly recommended. It takes a little while to use it. You have to get familiar with the combos to really get like a proper value out of it, but it's a banger. So here, obviously, these are already unlocked as soon as you turn the game on. There's your base, like your light attack combos, and these are your heavy attack combos. My favorite combo so far is this one, the free triple triangle. If you've got beta chain unlocked already, then here, instead of hitting triangle 3 times, you hit triangle twice and you hold it on the third one. And then down here, triangle square, and you'd hold triangle on the last one. We'll just do quick demonstration just so you can see it. Obviously, any skill on here that you're interested in. So look, 1, 2, and then you hold 3. And so that's how you do it. 1, 2, hold 3. 1, 2, hold 3. And now there's a longer combo here. Triangle, square, and then hold. Nice. So look again. Triangle, square, hold. Maybe just knock him out. Yeah. So that's the beta charge skill, and that's how it works with the combos. You get that epic red attack at the end, and in game it makes a big difference. So the things that don't come unlocked straight here. So rush, obviously you have it from the get-go, but lightning rush I think is really worth getting, and infinite rush. Both of these increase the distance, the range, and the attack power of rush. And like rush is such a cool ability. You hold triangle to let it off if you're unfamiliar with it. You just hold triangle to get it to hit. It's on a recharge. Then here you got the rush chain. So rush chain is epic. So the triangle and circle, this is like a AoE one. You can see it in the video there. It does like a stun attack in a wide arc. And then this one is focused, where you rush down on the enemy. This is my favorite one so far, because it's not many mobs, like big groups in the demo. But yeah, I really enjoy this rush chain. It's a banger. We don't have this yet, the aerial blow, but it is a pretty good, like, it's a cool attack still. I'm sure in theory it's going to be really useful. I just haven't bought it yet. I think we'll do a quick demonstration of the rush chain just so you can see what it looks like. So, and then you just hit triangle afterwards to get the combo, or let's wait for it to recharge, or you hit triangle and circle to get the sweep. Now, if you look in the bottom right, you can see the L1, those attacks. The small circle on the top, they're just recharged, so we can hit another one. So if you're wondering how that attack works, that's that. And that's a banger, bro. And it's definitely worth getting the extra combo moves to go at the end of it. Right, so let's move over here to the survival skill tree, which I kind of see this as movement. I mean, over here, you've got the precise landing, which is like, take less damage from fools. You've got this one that lets you get up quicker when you drop. But this one here is really interesting to me, the double jump. So obviously, any of the skill trees that have an X through them, they can't be unlocked in the demo. They can only be unlocked in the main game. So, but these ones that just have a padlock, they can be unlocked. So yeah, this here double jump, they're holding this off for the main game, but that's pretty good for the movement still. I'm hyped. up here at the top is like the parry skill tree. So you got the perfect parries here. You got the focus boost, which just makes it easier to parry, which is pretty cool. You get beta recharge, and you get more recharge for each time you parry. So if you do this each time you parry, your beta skill, or like your limit break, is going to recharge more energy. Counter and counter 2, they look really interesting to me, and so they're basically just counter attacks that you can do after the parries hit. Are you with me? One thing that's important to make sure you do is, like, the enemy attacks, sometimes they have chains, so it's not enough to just parry the first attack and then hit these counters. You might have to parry a chain. So parry, 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 wait for the chain to finish, and when the enemy's groggy, then you hit them with the counters. Here you got counter chain 2 and counter chain 1, but obviously we won't have access until the main game. This skill tree is really interesting. This is like all to do with dodging. So you got your perfect dodge, your reflex boost, which makes it easier to perfect dodge, and this one here is great, double dodge. So this basically just allows you to dodge around infinitely. You know, it says there add another dodge while dodging, but as you're running around the map or whatever, if you just tap circle, you get infinite dodges. Obviously the dodging in this game is meant to be used evasively. It's not really for getting around, it's quite slow, but in combat it makes a big difference that you can just hit the dodge back to back. It's very good. Blink, the demo gets you to unlock this before the end of it, but this is probably one of the best and most fun and satisfying moves on, you know, that you get that I've seen so far. It's great, it's fun, it's wonderful. So obviously whenever the enemy flashes blue, you just tap forward and circle. We'll do a quick demonstration of this one, I think, just to make sure, because it's a little, you know, it can be a little bit funny to get a hold of at first. So the enemy flashes blue, then you flash blue, then you press forward and circle. You hear me? Then you press forward and circle, sorry. And that also, he was groggy there for a little bit. So, come on home, you want to hit us again? So yeah, it's not, you don't wait, and then it's only when you flash blue, yeah? Initially when you first see this, when the enemy flashes blue, you think you have to push, but you don't. You have to wait for your own character to flash. You ready? There we go. Right. So yeah, that's an important skill to understand and master, because the bosses are going to be doing it back to back, and in the main game you're definitely going to want to know how to do that. Repulse is basically exactly the same, but instead of pressing up and circle, you press down and circle. The enemy will flash purple instead of blue. So yeah, if the enemy flashes blue, you press up and circle. If they flash purple, press down and circle with the repulse technique. Threat detection just makes it easier to pull those techniques off, right? The blink and the repulse. These burst energy recharges, they're locked for now, but they just make it that you regain more beta energy. Burst energy, sorry, which is for your special moves. You recharge more burst energy each time you pull off a perfect dodge. Yeah, so the reflection, which is gives you like it's almost like witch time from Bayonetta, not a full witch time, but you know, you get this little kind of red effect. When that happens, it means that you can trigger one of these special attacks. So you got chain reflection 1, which is most of these are locked until the main game, but you got chain reflection 1, you got reflection 2, where you hold triangle afterwards, which is available for now, and then you've got chain reflection reflection 2, sorry, and then you've got chain reflection 2, where you hold triangle and circle. So these are pretty cool. I'm going to be unlocking this at some point, you know, during the demo playthrough, and I look forward to, you know, spending time and learning how they work in the actual combat. So yeah, over here you've got your beta skill trees. Now all of these are basically like your ultimates, or you know, your really powerful attacks. To pull them off in the fight, you have to in the game, sorry, you hold L1 and then you press either triangle, square, circle, or X to pull these off. They can be charged, which is important to note. Like, so let's enter the training on this one. If you hold down triangle, I'm using the triangle 1 here, but you hold down the thing, wait until you glow, and then let it off. Yeah, that's definitely what you want to be doing. When you let this attack off and it's charged, you actually get a lot of armor. So like, you'll tank through a lot of trash mob attacks. Like if they be hitting you with their attacks, you'll tank straight through it, so long as you're charging your beta and you hit them with the counter. You tank a little damage doing it, but you give a lot back. So definitely experiment with charging these attacks. They all have a different purpose. I'm sure their purpose is going to become more and more clear as the game comes out and everything progresses, but as far as I can see for now, your slash, which you can see I've unlocked it the most, this is my favorite one so far, but this is an AoE one. It does a wide, it does damage in a wide kind of arc across the space. This one over here, this is like your focused one, where it focuses damage straight forward at one enemy, and it can cover like a decent distance. It doesn't get you across the room, but covers a decent distance, and yeah, this is focused. This one here is your ranged one. This is pretty cool still. I enjoy the shockwave. I'm not sure, like I feel like this one does the most damage, but either way, this one's really fun and cool to use, and it's good that it travels a certain distance. You with me? Then at the bottom you've got your shield breaker, and I think that this is probably going to be one of the most important ones in the game. You're going to want to have one of the top 3 for dealing major damage, but this one here is focused on breaking shields. Shields is a big mechanic in this game. Your character and also every enemy character there, or most enemy characters, they have like a blue bar. We have a blue bar underneath our health bars that represents our shield. When the shields are up, we take less damage, and when the shields are broken, means we take more damage. So the more damage you take, the more damage you take, and the less damage you take, the less damage you take, if that makes any sense. So yeah, shield breaker is wonderful, because if you're fighting a boss, and some of these bosses are able to recharge their shields, right, using special moves sort of halfway through the boss fight, so you would hit them with one of these before hitting them with any of your, these are all high damage, this is shield damage. If you're familiar with the remake, the Final Fantasy pressure system and stuff like that, these are kind of similar to like your focused attacks. So yeah, you want to use these to break shields. Once the shield is broken, that's when you break into hitting them with these heavy moves for big damage. Like I said, I think it's definitely worth pushing to get the second. So like this one here, I'm showing you Crescent Slash. If you just have Slash, it's basic. Once you get Crescent Slash, that gives you the second attack, where you can hit L1 and triangle back to back for a combo. Same with this triplet going into quadruplet, where you hit it twice, it gives you an extra attack. And same with shockwave, right? That's the basic, and you power it up and you hit it with hit it twice, you get a combo out of it. Now the one that's super special is shield breaker, because down here you get shield damage boost. So this one, I mean, you get damage boost, but I'm pretty sure this one is more focused on removing shields than it is removing health, from the enemy. And what I really like the look of is this one here, fragmentation. This says temporarily deals more damage to shields when attacking enemies after using shield breaker. So if you've got this one, fragmentation and shield damage boost unlocked, then basically every time you use a shield breaker, you're going to be doing increased shield damage, and all of your basic attacks are going to be doing more shield damage afterwards as a result, right, for a certain amount of time. I think that sounds super OP, so definitely worth checking that out. So yeah, those are the 3 main skill trees we got access to in the demo. You've got the attack skill tree, stealth, energy, and combos. You've got your survival skill tree, which is movement, parries, dodges, and counters. And then over here you've got your beta skill tree, which is your AoE super move. You've got your focus super move, your long range super move, and you've got your shield breaker focused attack. These 2 skill trees, of course, are locked. If you're enjoying the game as much as I am, then I'm sure you're just as hype as me to get the main game and to see what's hiding behind these 2 locks. But yeah, that about wraps up this episode. I hope you found the video helpful. Yeah, man, if you did, hype and describe, drop a like, all of that good stuff. If you like the vibes of the channel and everything, we stream this most days, and we stream other similar games. We've got good vibes going on over there. So Twitch, YouTube, links in the description. Hit a sub, notification, so you know when we're going live and all of that. You'll see us kind of checking out these skill trees, running farming routes, checking damage, and just playing the game in general and figuring out all of this stuff live. Yeah, anyway, man, that's enough from me. You lot take care. I'll catch you lot in the next one. Be good, enjoy your life, and yeah, man, peace. Nothing but money on my mind. She says she love me, love is blind. She ride it up and down and then rewind. When we fuck, it gets better every time. I got 2 bad bitches by my side. I tell my ops don't even try. Anytime I lift, I let it fly. Come down and put 2 spirits in the sky. Hit your block and put some spirits on the floor.
Niggas know I got a lot, but I need more. Nowadays, all my guap is kept offshore. Stash box, I got a couple keys of raw. Whoa, the weed is Arabian, burning it down like a Sabian. I'm coming down to the stadium, rolling with angels and aliens. There's only real ones in my radius. Everyone here know my alias. I'm coming down to the stadiums, rolling with angels and aliens. She take it straight to the face, laughing all of the way to the bank. Pardon, I take it straight to the face, pull up and parking. Jump out the spaceship, step over your carcass. When you look around, you see killers and carnage. My niggas is Martians, yeah, we live and die by the stardom. Even when we're in the darkness, you know we stay lit regardless. All of your bitches, they love me, all of your hatred is harmless. Only the gods can judge me, yeah. Even when we're in the darkness, you know we stay lit regardless. All of your bitches, they love me, all of your hating is harmless.